Hello and welcome. Today I want to talk about what's in a name. We do spend a lot of time often thinking about the branding on our business, what our name's going to be, all of those sorts of things. And I came across something the other day that blew my mind. I was booked to stay in a service department. I booked online, and I'd originally booked into a luxury. It was called a luxury room. And I had to add an extra night. That's fine. Rang them up, couldn't get a luxury room, so what they could offer me was an altitude room. Okay, no big deal. It's just a name, right? Get in the lift, didn't pay much attention. I looked at my the room number, started with a 5. I thought, I'm on level 5, no big deal. And then I realised we're already on 10 and we're at 15. I went, okay, all right. Must be odd numbers in here. And then it kept going. Up and up and up, and we hit 45. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I must be on level 50, which I was. 50 floors up. I was there, I was up in the clouds, 50 floors up. Like, that's a long way up. And of course it was the altitude room. So someone has very cleverly named it, but I hadn't actually picked up on that name until I'm physically there and, looking at this amazing view at night. And of course in daylight it was even more awesome because then I could actually see what I was looking at. I've recently finished writing the manuscript of my 4th book, and one of the things you have to do with that book is you have to create or decide upon a title. Same thing, it's a name. And I go round and round in circles when I'm trying to find a title for my books. I've done it for every single one. You want the title of a book particularly to be compelling, something that someone wants to pick up, something that says it all but doesn't, in the sense that it piques one's interest. So you pick the book off the shelf and you flick to the back cover and you look at the contents page and you might flick and have a read of the first paragraph or 2 of the introduction or whatever. You want to have a look at it because that's what gets people to actually buy the book. The name is the first thing, so title of the book is absolutely important. Yeah, sometimes we do have internal names that work for us but are not names we use for the world. So it needs to be something always that piques people's interest, that explains but doesn't quite explain. And think about the various people you know and the brands and business names of people that you know of. And what works and what doesn't work. And some of them we know because we've known the people for a long time and it's just kind of, that's their brand name. And we've never really asked what it is and why and kind of where the word came from, what the meaning behind the word is, or the meaning behind the name. And I just want to tell the story of my altitude room. It was amazing, and it was amazing because of the view and because it was so high up. The room itself was great, yes, absolutely. I have no doubt whatever floor I've been on, the room would have been great. But, the naming of that, instead of just being, the basic and the luxury, we want people to be talking about it and going, oh, wow, this is what happened. I didn't think about the name, but now I get it. Altitude room, yes, I'm up high, wow. So, what are you naming your things? What is the name of your business, perhaps? I'm not saying you change it, but just think about what's it doing, titles of books, titles of programs and courses, all that makes a big difference to how people feel about you and how they interact with you and your business. Have a think about it. It's got nothing to do with the numbers, but it was just a story that I just wanted to share with you because it just, as I say, I was just blown away. It was, didn't think about it. But is that what happens in your business, that people don't really look at the name? And do we spend too much time, therefore, worrying about our names when it really doesn't matter? Think about your names. Can you provide some wow factor in it?